Alright guys, welcome. Got to get my footing here. So I'm going to try a little fly fishing. I have try a little fly fishing for some wild browns. So I was in this spot yesterday in the afternoon. Basically really came down to practice my casting and because I'm really horrible at this, and I hooked into two nice fish here. I'm 99% sure they were both wild browns. One was a decent size and one was a little, like quite a bit bigger. Real nice fish. So I came back this morning and I have I got my fly rod, I got an indicator on, and I have I think they call this, I'm not really, oh, did I just drop it? I just dropped it. The oil slick perdigon with a 3mm bead. It's either a size, where the heck is it? It's either a size, I forget what size this is. Oh, this might be a 12. This might be a 12. I tied them up in 12s, 14s, 12s, then 18s and 16s. So let me try this. Got a couple of feet out, and I'll just flip it over here, and I hooked into the fish right in front of me. So I'm just gonna pound that spot for a while and see if we can hook up. So yesterday I was getting all kinds of tangles. Let's see if I could avoid that today. And I already started out bad. Trying to get some line out. So I'll try, I guess, on the inside of the seam first, and then work my way towards the bank. I'm trying to get my footing here a little better. Hopefully my camera phone angle is good. I got trees behind me. Alright. Let's see if that drifts a little bit. See, it's hardly moving over there. Let's get it out a little farther and go upstream. I'm trying to learn how to mend in the correct direction. Do a little roll cast here. All right, there we go. That's decent. I'll probably have to make the fly a little longer from the bobber, from the indicator. Uh-oh. Just let it drift down and swing if I can. Current's not too strong in this section. Comes in nice over there, but there's some trees in the way, submerged trees, and I was getting hooked on them. It's a decent spot, but I kept losing flies. What I'm not good at is setting the hook. I lost those two fish yesterday because I just had so much slack out there. So I'm going to try and be ready for that indicator to go down. Bobber, whatever you want to call it. Set the hook and keep it tight. And hopefully I can land a fish. I don't think it's that deep there. Maybe 3 feet. But it's slow and the fly should be almost straight down with the indicator. Every time I mend, my indicator jumps. All right, there's more where I want to be, and now I see I just pulled it. I should have just let that drift. You see, you got the bubbles on the surface, and I'm trying to get the indicator to go the same speed. All right, so I'm gonna make this a little longer. Let me pull out a little more line. Another thing I forget to do is, oh, I thought that was a fish. Another thing I forget to do is put my finger on the fly line. And I've hooked a few fish and I'm like, my left hand is out here trying to keep it tight and it's just a mess. But I'd like to get something this morning. I made it a little too long. It's getting hung up quite a bit right there. All right, let me bring this back in. I think it went too long. All right, I just did it like 3 inches. Keep playing with that. Fish on. Let's see what we got. This is a little one. Finally. It looks like a little brownie. Try and get him on the reel. Oh, it's a... Oh, yeah, it's a trout. I thought it was a chub for a second there. What do we got? Oh, little brownie. There he goes. All right, well, that's a start. Now I gotta catch... Now I gotta catch his big brother or big sister. I know it's there. Well, at least my fly worked. Tied him myself and learning all that too. Well, at least there's some fish here. Well, I know there's fish here because I hooked into 2 yesterday. I'll tell you though, it was nice to feel something tugging on the other end. It's been a very cold several weeks here, and everything is just friggin' locked up with ice. Spots are starting to free up now. It was good. I got a better hook set. I kept everything tight. So that's what I got to learn how to do better. Oh, it's a little shallow there, but that's where I want to cast, and then it gets to the deeper spot. I haven't snagged bottom bad enough where I lost anything over here. I don't know if I should put a lighter fly on. I should put the 2 mil. I got some 2.5s I tied up with a pink bead with a green tinsel. I guess you call it fish on. I think I just had one on. Or I could put a dropper off at the bottom of this one with the lighter fly. Oh, I got a nice one. I got a nice one. Actually, it looks like a chub. Oh, he came off. I think that was a chub. It looked like I had a forked tail. If it was a chub, I'm not that disappointed. If it was a nice brownie, I'm very disappointed. Fish on. Fish on. Ooh, nice fish. Nice fish. Don't come off. Don't come off. He's fighting good. He's fighting good. Oh no, it's a chub. It's a big chub. Dang it. It's a big chub. Look at those big sucker lips. I think I foul hooked them. Why couldn't you be a brown trout? Still better than getting 0. Well, I got the one little brown. Oh, look at that, I hooked him in the fin. Yeah, this is probably the biggest one I ever caught. That thing's fat too. He's long and fat. I guess I gotta net him. I don't want to lose my fly. Let me practice netting them because I got my new net holder. That thing is humongous. And where's my line? Fly is like underneath them. Let me see if I can find it here. It was huge. All right, let's keep trying. Maybe the fish are just starting to turn on because that was a couple of bites back to back. Let's check my fly and everything. All right, everything looks okay. Now my hand's wet and cold. Yeah, so the tails, you can see that tail right away, and it's got a little fork to it, and you know right away it's not a trout. Fish on. Fish on. Let's see what we got this time. Oh, and he came off. Yeah, I don't know what that was. Fish on. Fish on. Come on, be a trout. Be a trout. This one's swimming pretty fast. This fish fighting a little different. Oh, he came off again. Oh, God. Come on. So I landed the one brown, the one chub, and hooked into 2 more fish and don't know what they were. Fish on. Sweat up. Oh, see, I don't have my finger where it's supposed to be. Okay. That's a brown. That is a brown. He's swimming like a crazy man. He's going crazy. There's a little brownie. And get my net. Nice. Let me wet my hands. I know they're freaking cold. Nice little brownie. Oh good, the hook just came out. There he goes. Alright, that's 2 browns. A little towards me, because the fly's going into real shallow water, getting hung up right away. But I want to drift it right along that rocky edge. Ooh man, am I cold. I don't think I can do this much longer. Look at that. Friggin' fish just came up and hit the surface. Fish on. That was a nice take. Massive trout. He's going berserk. A little nicer one. There's my net. Let's see if I can land this one. Yeah. There's a nice one. All right. Giving all right. Like the fly fishing Delaware guy. There's a nice one. Man, he ate that perdigon. It's right in the corner, right in this top lip. Okay, that's out. Wet my hands again. That's a beautiful fish. All right, that's 3 brownies out of here. That's some decent action. That was on a smaller 2.5 bead with the pink head. What am I saying? That was on the size 16 perdigon with a 2.5 millimeter pink tungsten bead. I think they call it the light metallic pink. And I moved up a little higher than I was before. Little bit faster water here at the head of the pool. See if I can get a good mend at the beginning of every cast. Try and get a better drift. Ah, that was a fish. Dang it. So the seam is right there. Fish on. Fish on. If this is a brownie, it'll be number 4, I think. And I think it is, because he's fighting like one. Oh yeah. Man, they love these perdigons. Oh, nice. Wet my hands. See if I can get the fly out first. Jeez, he's got that down in there pretty good. Oh, there, let me see. There's my nymph I tied myself. Proud of myself for that. They're actually pretty easy to tie. And let me wet my hands and get this fish out of here. Ooh, another nice brownie. All right. Wow, pretty cool. Actually turned out to be a decent morning.